Bienvenidos a Friends at Home, un programa nuevo, fresco e irreverente. Hoy contamos con la presencia de subcampeón del Campeonato Europeo de Rallys con Marian Bublewicz, periodista y comentarista deportivo, director del Rally Polonia, forma parte de la organización del Rally Poland WRC y Rally Dakar, Grzegorz Gak. Aquí en Rally Inside Plus Internacional.
Amigos de Rally Inside Plus, ya estamos aquí con Greg Zak desde Varsovia. You are in Warsaw right now, my dear Greg. He is the organizer of Rally Poland, WRC Rally Poland. He's a very good friend of mine. So Poland is one of my favorite rallies in the world because of him. Yes, and Zapiekanka.
Zapiekanka, yes, of course we remember.
Very nice, Greg. Say hello to all the people here in Latin America, please.
Hello, everybody. Enjoy this difficult time, despite it's difficult, and let's all of us take care of us, and hopefully I will spend some couple of minutes with you together in this video.
I have to go to Poland, and I promise that I'm going to take you some tequila and 2 or 3 or 4, whatever, Cuban cigar. Okay?
Fantastic. Thank you very much. I also, I am the aficionado, and I enjoy the cigars couple of times a week. And I remember these Cohibas from you were really great cigars. Yeah,
Very good.
It was number 5, absolutely.
In Latin America, Rally Poland is so far away. So they don't know nothing about just the WRC because the news, worldwide news, when the rally is coming and whatever. I love this organization because you are so patient people, you are so nice people, but the people that is handling all the Rally Poland is very interesting. So tell the people in Latin America, because you were co-driver, how long have you been in the racing life?
It's a very long time indeed. So before, yes, that's true. Before I was involved, I got involved in the organization of Rally Poland, and it was back in 1996. I was involved for many years in rallying as a co-driver on the right seat of a rally car, on the hot seat. And obviously I experienced so many funny stories, so many sometimes not so very nice, not so very good stories. That's life. That's rally life. And indeed, we were very happy to host the WRC for a couple of years. Unfortunately, we lost this status of the WRC a couple of years ago. But still, we do our best to regain it in a certain point in the future.
Yes, of course. I'm pushing for this because I really want to go again to the WRC there. So, Greg, what was exactly that time when you have that decision and now you can say it's an after and before of this time?
It's not an easy question. I mean, not an easy answer to this question. Just if I have experienced so many rallies as a co-driver, then as an organizer or as a steward later on, there were a couple of hundred rallies altogether. But I think the most remarkable moment, the best memory from all my career was Rally Cyprus back in 1992.
Okay.
When I was co-driver for Marian Bublewicz, one of the best Polish drivers in those times. It was fantastic year, 1992. We had a number of some remarkable results. Then in September 1992, we arrived in Cyprus, which was completely different rally if you compare it to what we have today. It was 100% gravel rally, very famous, or rather infamous for its very rough surface, for thousands of stones, of rocks on the road. So after 3 long days and 2 nights of one night, 3 days and 1 night, we reached the finish in Nicosia in Larnaca. In Nicosia, yeah, as in a third place, and it was enough for us to gain the second place in the European Rally Championship back in 1992. The first place was reserved earlier for a Mitsubishi factory team with a German driver, Erwin Weber, who became a very good friend of us. But we were relatively very small team, so small private team, so it was impossible for us to fight against Erwin, against the works team. So our goal was the second place, and after extremely difficult, extremely hard rally, we won the second place in the European Championship there in Cyprus. Despite after the first special stage, we hit the stone, and we were afraid that the rally is over for us. But luckily, our service, they replaced the whole suspension, front right suspension within 10 minutes or so. And then we were a little bit more careful. And as I told, after 3 days and 1 night, we reached the finish in the third place, what was enough for us to ensure the second place.
Okay,
yeah, so
that's very nice. And the days before that rally, how changed your life?
Perhaps it didn't change my life, but it was definitely the best result and the best success, in my career.
This kind of success because it was a very hard. You know that now you can do whatever you want because you can. Because if you could, now you can.
Definitely,
whatever, no?
Yeah, definitely. If you are focused on achieving something, on achieving some goal, and then you reach it, this build your confidence, build up your confidence, and then you suddenly start to believe that everything is possible. Definitely. So it was fantastic moment. You have to learn from every success and every defeat in your life. Some people say, especially in America, people say that every defeat is a new beginning, and every success is a new beginning as well. So that's my policy for life. That's my motto in life. Definitely, it's a role of a father, it's a role of a parent to teach children something, even if it is sometimes difficult, even if they are not easy to
I know.
and not very keen to learn something, but still you have to insist on it, and you have to try as long as you can, and suddenly I believe that if you really want, then you will be successful. This is what I can tell you.
No, and that's because I know you, and I know you as an organizer, I know you as a professional, I know you as a father, I know you as a friend, I know you as a host, I know you as a person, and you are wonderful, with or without Zapiekanka.
Thank you, but I think you should explain to our listeners what is Zapiekanka.
I think it's not my business because I'm Mexican, so I can explain how is the tequila. But I think a Polish man how to explain all the people in America what is a Zapiekanka.
Zapiekanka it's a typical street food. It's a little bit, you can compare it to hot dog, let's say. It's half of French baguette and covered with topped cheese, with mushroom and tomato, sometimes tomato sauce, and so on. It is not very traditional Polish dish, not very traditional Polish street food. I think it was born in 70s or 80s of a previous century.
As a fast food.
So as a fast food, yeah, definitely, it's a street food, it's a fast food, and the reason why we talk about this about this is that you, Ili, you were so amazed with the word zapiekanka when you arrived in Poland for the first time.
I passed for somewhere and I could read Zapiekanka and I said so emotional, Zapiekanka! And Greg, ha 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 ha.
Yeah, but you know, I will not insist that everybody of our listeners who comes in Poland must try zapiekanka. It's not very good. I would prefer to advise you some other dishes, but not zapiekanka.
Yeah, okay. But Zapiekanka, the word, is a happy word.
Yeah, because zapiekanka it means something what is baked in the oven.
Okay.
So that is the origin of the word itself.
Now we can talk Polish.
Yeah, almost.
Greg, my dear Greg, it's a very pleasure to have you here, and please tell me the most funny experience that you have ever had in the rally.
You probably know that rally drivers are usually very superstitious,
Yes.
and I am not an exception. And for example, as you know, number 13 is very decently avoided in the motorsport. I mean, the number 13 is only allocated to the crew on the starting list upon clear request from the crew or from the competitor who does not believe it. But I think more than 90%, maybe 99% of people are superstitious. And there was one funny story just in the year 1992 when we traveled for Rally Germany, Rally Deutschland with Marian when fighting in the European Rally Championship. And a couple of weeks before, I've noticed that my passport is about to expire.
Okay.
So I have forwarded the application for a new passport, and 3 days before the departure, I've got the new passport, and in the passport number there was 13 at the end. So I said no, it's impossible. I cannot go with this passport. So I called a friend of mine whose friend was a chief of this office or something, and normally the procedure took, I think, 2 or 3 weeks. I managed to replace the passport and to get the new passport within 2 days, just before the departure to Germany. So that was one story.
The number 13.
Yes. They gave me new passport with a normal number, not 13. Just before the season 1992, we received from our team the pair or 2 pairs of beautiful brand new Sparkle shoes, and we went to Bulgaria for Rally Bulgaria, our first rally in the year. And the problem is how to organize it, not to start in the new shoes. So before the first day of the recce, I said to Marian, okay, Marian, to avoid the danger, let's put these new shoes for a recce, and we will spend all the day in the new shoes.
Okay.
So we will cancel the cars. Marian said, yes, okay, it's a great idea. And he knew that I was right, because I think 8 years ago, Marian had a very heavy accident, crashing the car completely. The car was written off, and he started the rally in the new shoes. It was, I think, in 1984. You know, so Marian knew that I was right. And I remember the title in a Polish motorsport magazine after this rally in 1984, new shoes of Marian Bublewicz. So for the first day of the recce, we put the new shoes on and we went. And then the second day in the morning, Marian said, "Hey Grzegorz, and what about shoes?" I said, "What? Are you sure that the course is cancelled? Maybe it's better if we put these new shoes again the second day, you know, to be completely sure." I said, "Okay, no problem." So we did the recce the second day in the new shoes, and then on the third day, Marian said,
They were not the new shoes.
Grzegorz, Yes, just in case, but it's better if we put these new shoes on also today. I said, okay, it's absolutely no problem. So when we started the rally, the new shoes were not new. You know, the shoes must not be new, must not be very clean, should be a little bit dirty, maybe a little bit scratched, maybe a little bit damaged somewhere, but they cannot be new. So these are funny stories about the superstitions in rally.
Baby, what is your favorite rally car and why?
When I sometimes watch rear-wheel drive cars, especially Porsche 911, each time I see the 911 as a rally car, I always repeat, this is how the true rally car should sound, this is how it should perform, this is how it should look. And
sounds magical, no?
Yeah, absolutely. So, you know, my dream is to have in rallying the GT class, but proper GT class with very powerful cars like a Porsche, like Lotus, Aston Martin, like Abarth 124 or Toyota GT86, or now maybe Toyota Supra. But this is my dream, but probably this is completely unrealistic and nowadays, which I regret very much. But I would really love to have it, and I would really enjoy it.
Greg, it was a pleasure for all the people here for me to introduce you all the people here in Latin America and to share my friends with all the people here, because if you are part of my group of favorite people in the world, it's because you are so special. And please say to your daughter that I love her so much, I love you so much, I love Sapiekanka. No, I don't love Sapiekanka, but no, I have another situation. When I arrived to Warsaw in 2016, Greg sent somebody, Bartek, very nice. He's one of my best friends right now. Also, Bartek Donim went to pick me up to the airport, and you sent Bartek to pick me up in the car that Robert Kubica was used the year before, no? And it was a very special car because for me it was very special situation, and you took care of me this year really nice to pick me up in the airport and then to the last day in Warsaw. So I have to repeat this story now with my son. I promise, it's a promise. I'm going to take the tequila, the Coibas number 5 for you and for me. And yes, of course, we are going to hug each other so soon. And please take care of you, of your family, and I really love you, Greg. I really love your family, and I really love Rally Poland and Feel the Global.
Thank you very much, Ili. I love you too, and I love all the people in the Latin countries. So please be careful, take care of you, take the particular care of you in these difficult times. And thank you very much for listening to my stories, and take care, and let's hope it will be much better sooner rather than later.
Love you so much.
Thank you very much,
you, and keep in touch, Greg.
Thank you.
Ok,
thanks.
Gracias,
Thank
amigos.
You. Bye-bye.
Este fue Greg Sack desde Varsovia.
En el siguiente episodio.
Nada más y nada menos desde La Vela, Italia. Miki Viación. How are you, Miki Viación? ¿Cómo estás?
Muy contento de estar con vosotros. No, vamos a hablar un poquito en inglés, un poquito en español.
No te lo pierdas. Friends at Home de Rally Inside Plus Internacional.